Your money right now is dying. And yes, I mean the cash sitting comfortably in your savings account, that safe, insured money that you think is just waiting there. It's not. It's actively being eroded by a hidden tax we call inflation. If you have $10,000 sitting in a traditional savings account earning $1% interest, you are effectively burning $500 this year, maybe more, just by doing nothing. This is the financial mistake that the wealthy never make. The greatest financial error of 2025 is thinking your cash should just sit still. Because while you are waiting for the next great investment, the smart money has engineered a system where their cash is working just as hard as their portfolio. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how $10,000 can safely and predictably earn you $500 or more this year. No stock picking, no market timing, and zero effort required from you. This is the difference between simply holding cash and turning your cash into a high-performance recession-proof asset. Specifically, we are going to dive deep into the two boring tools the rich use: high-yield savings accounts, HYSAs, and Treasury Bills, T-Bills. We're not just going to talk about interest rates, we're going to build the system. I will break down the exact strategy, the T-bill ladder, that allows you to generate safe, consistent income and maintain liquidity, transforming your cash into a powerful passive engine. If you are serious about adopting the mindset for wealth, you need to stop losing money on the sidelines. Let's fix your cash problem right now. I'm your financial mentor with over 20 years of expertise in global finance, and this is Mindset for Wealth. On this channel, we don't follow trends. We set the systems that lead to financial freedom. If you value professional, actionable, and non-hyped financial intelligence, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. Let's get to work.
Welcome to Mindset for Wealth, where money meets mindset.
The most fundamental shift in the mindset for wealth is realizing that your cash is not static. It's a dynamic part of your portfolio, especially when market volatility and inflation are high. When the market is uncertain, the smart money rotates into cash, but not just any cash. They rotate into high-yield cash instruments. The opportunity cost of sloth. Let's be direct. If your checking or savings account is still paying you a fraction of a percent, that pitiful 1% or 5%, you are making a catastrophic financial error of laziness. This isn't about being financially irresponsible. It's about accepting sloth when competence is required. Consider the reality. With inflation running anywhere from $3 to $6%, every $10,000 you hold in a traditional bank is losing between $300 and $600 in purchasing power this year. Your bank is taking your cash, lending it out at $7 or $8%, and giving you nothing in return. They are profiting handsomely from your inaction. You are financing their business model. A key pillar of the wealthy mindset is minimizing dead money. Dead money is any capital that is not being deployed effectively. Your cash in a traditional bank is the definition of dead money. The solution: high-yield savings accounts. The first and easiest correction you must make today is moving that money into a high-yield savings account, HYSA. This is not complicated. It is simply an upgrade of your banking system. What is an HYSA, really? It's a savings account offered primarily by online-only or digital-first banks. Because these banks don't have the massive overhead costs of physical branches, no expensive marble lobbies or thousands of tellers, they can pass those savings on to you in the form of higher annual percentage yields, APYs. Right now, many top-tier HYSAs are offering AP in the 4.5% to 5.5% range. Let's stick to the conservative 5% for our example. If you move that same $10,000 from your old bank to an HYSA, you are suddenly earning $500 per year in guaranteed interest compared to the $1 you were earning before. That's a return on your cash of 500 times greater. This is not aggressive investing. This is simply intelligent cash management, debunking the myths, safety, and liquidity. There are often two immediate objections I hear from clients when discussing HYSAs, and we need to dismantle them immediately. Are HYSAs safe? Yes. Any reputable HYSA, particularly those operating in the US, is a bank or financial institution that is FDIC insured. This means the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation guarantees your deposits up to $250,000 per person, per institution. FDIC insurance is the gold standard of safety. If the bank fails, the government guarantees you get your money back. In this sense, an HYSA is fundamentally as safe as your big brick-and-mortar bank. Can I access my money? Yes, HYSAs offer high liquidity. They are designed for your emergency fund and short-term capital needs. While some accounts may have limits on the number of transactions per month, a regulation carried over from the past, you can typically transfer money to your checking account in $1 to $3 business days. For the majority of your cash reserves, this level of access is more than sufficient. The HYSA as your wealth foundation. Think of your HYSA as the foundation of your financial freedom. This is where you house your $3 to $6 months of living expenses, your emergency fund, and any short-term capital you plan to use within the next year, perhaps for a down payment or a major purchase. The mindset here is this. You never invest money you might need soon, but you also never let money you might need soon be idle. The HYSA solves both problems. It provides safety and liquidity while fighting inflation with a competitive, passive return. Before we move on to the more advanced T-Bills strategy, you must perform this basic audit. Look at your cash reserves right now. If any portion of your cash that is meant for safety is sitting below 4% APY, you are literally giving away free money. Close that account and upgrade to an HYSA. It's the simplest financial decision you will make all year. If the high-yield savings account is your foundational defense, the Treasury Bill, T-Bill, is the advanced weapon in your wealthy recession-proof arsenal. T-bills are the ultimate safe harbor for cash you don't need immediately, but want to generate the absolute maximum safe passive return, the government guarantee. Why T-bills are the safest asset on earth? What exactly is a T-bill? It is a short-term debt obligation backed by the full faith and credit of the United States government. When you buy a T-bill, you are essentially lending money to the U.S. government for a fixed period, typically $4, $8, $13, $17, $26, or $52 weeks. The return comes from the way T-bills are purchased, at a discount. For example, you might pay $9,880 for a $52 week T-bill with a face value of $10,000. When the bill matures after a year, the government pays you the full $10,000. That $120 difference is your interest, and that translates to an annualized return or yield that is often slightly higher than the best HYSAs, frequently hovering around 5.3% to 5.5% in the current interest rate environment. The crux of the safety argument: the only way you lose money on a T-bill is if the United States government defaults on its debt. If that happens, frankly, your stock portfolio, real estate investments, and even the FDIC insurance itself will be the least of your worries. Therefore, T-bills are universally considered the safest investment instrument available in the world. Head-to-head, HYSA versus T-bills. The wealthy don't ask which one is better. They use them both strategically. Here is the direct comparison you need to make the right choice for every dollar. The tax arbitrage, the most overlooked benefit, especially for those of you in high-tax states like California or New York, is the tax exemption. The interest earned from T-bills is exempt from state and local income tax. If you are in a state with a high income tax bracket, the after-tax yield of a T-bill can significantly outperform an HYSA, making it the smarter choice for larger cash reserves. This is pure financial engineering. The climax, the T-bill laddering strategy. This is the advanced strategy that differentiates the savvy investor from the novice. T-bill laddering. The biggest drawback of T-bills is the low liquidity. If you buy a $52 week T-bill, that cash is locked up for a year. The T-bill ladder solves this by ensuring you have cash maturing on a continuous, rotating basis, effectively manufacturing liquidity while earning the highest safe yield. How to build the ladder? Define your reserve. Decide how much capital you want to deploy, let's say $20,000, divide and conquer. Divide the capital into 4 equal tranches, $5,000 each. Stagger the purchase. Instead of buying one $52 week T-bill, week 1, buy a $4 week T-bill for $5,000. Week 2, buy an $8 week T-bill for $5,000. Week 3, buy a $13 week T-bill for $5,000. Week 4, buy a $17 week T-bill for $5,000. You can adjust this to $4, $8, $13, $26 weeks depending on your liquidity needs. The rolling maturity. When your first $4 week T-bill matures, you immediately take that $5,000 plus the interest and reinvest it into a $17 week T-bill. The result, you now have money maturing every $4, $8, or $13 weeks, depending on your initial setup, giving you routine access to large tranches of cash, while the rest is always locked into the best available short-term rate. You have created a self-sustaining passive income machine that generates cash flow and keeps your capital safe. This is the definition of mindset for wealth. By implementing this strategy, you have transformed your cash reserves from a losing asset to a sophisticated, income-generating asset, an essential move for protecting your wealth during market uncertainty. This is the system that wealthy families and institutional managers use to keep their balance sheets rock solid. It's no longer optional, it's mandatory. The final mindset shift: stop leaving money on the table. We've covered the ground that separates the casual saver from the serious wealth builder. You now understand that holding cash is not passive. It requires an active strategy to prevent loss. You have the blueprint to turn your most secure assets, your emergency fund and short-term capital, into high-performing, recession-proof components of your portfolio. This isn't about generating million-dollar returns overnight. This is about building the foundation of financial competence. This is about respecting every dollar you've earned and ensuring that dollar never takes a day off. When you can consistently earn $500 or more from $10,000 without risk, that capital becomes highly efficient. It frees you up to take calculated risks with the rest of your investing capital, knowing your foundation is rock solid. To recap the Mindset for Wealth system we built today: eliminate dead money. Close any traditional savings account paying below 4% APY. That is a tax on your inaction. Upgrade to the HYSA. Immediately move your emergency fund and cash reserves into an FDIC-insured high-yield savings account. This is the minimum requirement for basic financial intelligence in 2025. Deploy the T-bill strategy. For capital you don't need in the next $6 to $12 months, bypass the banks and buy T-bills directly through a brokerage or Treasury Direct. Maximize your return with the tax-exempt advantage. Execute the ladder. Implement the T-bill laddering strategy to maintain a flow of liquidity while consistently locking in the best short-term, government-guaranteed rates. Remember the angle. Your cash is now your investment. You are not investing in something speculative. You are engineering your most stable asset to provide an income stream. This is the discipline required to maintain wealth. Final thoughts and your next step. My promise to you is to always deliver actionable, non-hyped financial intelligence. This system is non-negotiable for serious investors. Take action today. Don't wait for the perfect stock tip. Don't wait for rates to fall. The biggest gains are always made on the fundamentals. Thank you for spending this valuable time with Mindset for Wealth. I am dedicated to helping you master your financial future and build a portfolio that can withstand any economic storm. If this video shifted your thinking on cash, give it a like and let me know in the comments. Are you using an HYSA? Are you currently buying T-bills? Don't forget to subscribe to Mindset for Wealth for more expert-level financial strategies, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a critical market breakdown. Ready to build your ultimate financial system? Click the link below to subscribe and join our community.